If you're a fitness professional who is unsure of how to price and package the services you're looking to offer to your unique audience, then this is the masterclass, I feel, for you. Andrew Wallace here again. I'm the founder and CEO of Andrew Wallace Consultancy and Fitness Marketing Blueprints. And in this week's session, I just want to introduce you to the value ladder, which essentially is the steps that I would recommend. That's the steps that I've taken as a fitness professional myself on how to design the perfect pricing and packaging strategy for your health and wellness business. So, without further ado, I want to keep this fairly brief and on point. Let's go through this process. And it starts out with what is a value ladder? Example of it here in front of you, but essentially it is a list of your products and services, and they're mapped out in ascending order of value and price. So you can see on the graph here on the screen that we have value going up and we have price on the horizontal axis there. And as value of the services you offer goes up, so does the price. So you can see in this example, I've highlighted 4 potential price points going up in value. The bottom one is, and again, this is all designed around what I've done within my business myself. But the first one is an assessment. It could be an introductory session, or it could be a low-cost feeder program like a 7-day plan, a 21-day kickstart, or something along those lines. They're either going to be free or a low-cost offer. From there, those participants can ascend into your next price point, which generally is the larger group training sessions. For me, that was my outdoor boot camps. But equally, it could be a skills workshop, a movement-based workshop, mobility workshop, any type of workshop that you wish to put on, or could be a seminar that you look to host as well. And I've done each of those. The next price point up from the large group, etc., is semi-private training, or you could call it small group coaching. And that, for me, is primarily 2, 3, 4 people in that small session. So they're getting all the benefits of the higher tier package, your one-to-one, your elite coaching packages, but they're getting it at a more affordable rate because they're in that same training session as somebody else, as I say, 2 or 3 others in that session. So it brings the price per session down for them. But it's more bespoke than a group training program. And as I alluded to there, the top tier package generally would be your one-to-one coaching, or you might have a more bespoke elite coaching package. But they're essentially there can be more, there could be less, but as you can see, that's in essence is what a value ladder is. It starts at your introductory feeder program, intro session or assessment, and then the prices go up. And we'll explain more of that in the coming slides. So hopefully you can see that it's a great way to structure your business to appeal to all aspects of your target audience, no matter where they're starting at. And, they're all going to be at different phases of their growth. So having this image in front of them, they can clearly see where they can start and how they can ascend through. So as they develop and grow and reach their health and wellness goals, they can see that there's a next logical step in front of them on that side of things. But what I feel is really important with Value Ladder is that it gives you that competitive edge. It ensures that you have products or services available to continue to serve your clients as they grow with you. So let's drill into each specific tier now, starting at the bottom, which I term tier one. And this, as I say, is where we look at, these are the entry level pieces for most people. They don't get me wrong, some people may already know about you, know about the services you offer, and they're all ready to jump into your semi-private training or into your one-to-one. But more often than not, individuals are hesitant for whatever reason. We haven't showcased enough value for them to take the plunge. And that's where the benefits of having tier one programs come into play, a bit like a try before you buy approach. So, as I say, as a reminder, within tier one, we have assessments, we have an intro session. So that could be a PT session or a large group session where they come in, give it a go, see if it's right for them, and then they look to sign up to ongoing programs with you. But equally, this is where feeder programs like 21-day kickstarts come into play. They're free or certainly they're low cost. Low cost, I generally recommend they're under £100, $100, €100, whatever your monetary value is. But the goals here are to qualify them and to enable us to capture leads that we can add them to our mailing list, and we can follow up with them to build rapport, build trust, and at some stage when it's right for them, they can pull the trigger and jump into joining you in one of the programs that you have to offer. But as I say, examples here are free or paid assessments, mobility guides, free intro group sessions, fitness jumpstart packages, and so on and so forth. But as I say, they're all generally, I would recommend below $100, £100, or whatever currency you work in. Here's some examples here where we've had run in the past, and myself, where we run group training. So we have our regular boot camps going, and we give that person a free session. Equally, we've run a 7-day kickstarts. I've also done 14-day, 21-day, and 28-day kickstarts. But I found that why prolong the distance between them trying your services to actually investing in your services? If they'll know within the first few days whether it's a good fit for them. So I'm a big fan of like a 7-day kickstart for your training side of things, and it makes it affordable. And as I say, they can jump straight in then. But equally, we've run workshops, mobility workshops, flexibility workshops, and PT 101s sessions where we're just getting them on movement, getting them to squat correctly, how to perform a push-up, and so on, how to deadlift. All of these are great examples of some form of feeder program or workshop that we can implement to showcase our expertise, showcase the services we have to offer, and it gives them an easy decision then to make whether or not it's a good fit for them. Next tier up, surprisingly, is tier two. And this generally is for the larger group sessions that you look to run. And they could be group training or they could be workshops. For me, the group training side of things was my boot camps. They were ran outdoors. These days, I would love to be able to run them indoors, CrossFit sort of style, F44 style programming would be a great example of that side of things. But workshops and seminars, but certainly for us and within the health and wellness world, workshops are a fantastic way to get a large group of folks into in front of you, where you can deliver great value in that session, showcasing your skill set, positioning you as an authority in your field of expertise, and then there's a subtle call to action at the end. If they want to jump into one of your programs, you can offer that at the end of the workshop. But being in front of folks in a workshop setting is a fantastic way just to engage with those people. As I say, it's a real great way to position you as an authority figure. The price point for tier 2, generally, I would look at the 147 to 297 price point. And the goal at this level is to bring some money into the business. So we're looking to increase profits, but equally, you're building trust because it's a relatively low price point in exchange for some great value you're offering. But it just gives those people a taste of what you're doing, and they can obviously continue onwards from there. As I say, examples: boot camp, high intensity interval training such as F45 and so on and so forth, small group training, and half day or 1 day workshops work incredibly well at this level. So again, just some images here of the types of groups that we've done before, primarily the group training as well as running workshops within a studio setting. Next level up is tier 3, and this is where the price point jumps up to the 347 to 597 per month. Depending on what you're offering. But this is primarily what I term semi-private training or small group training, where you've got 2, 3, maybe 4 folks training within the same training session. So it makes a better use of your time doing this type of training, but equally it makes it much more affordable to the person taking part in the sessions. The difference between semi-private to group training, in my opinion, group training is everybody's doing the same workout. It's up on the board. It's like the WOD of the day, so to speak, coining what CrossFit do. But semi-private training, each person has had an assessment as they would in one-to-one, and each person has their own specific training program based on their specific needs and requirements. It's a bespoke piece, but we're doing it together. And the way that I used to do that is that my program design was based on movement patterns as opposed to independent exercises, which enabled me to quickly and easily use that programming structure to work with a small group and be able to manage that group accordingly. If you need any questions on that, by all means, give me a shout. You get me at Andrew Wallace HQ on the socials, that Wallace, Wallis, and I'll happily look to answer any questions there. Or put your comments below the video, and I can address them there as well. But the goal here, as I say, is to increase profits and to get a recurring revenue coming into play. So again, some examples of the types of semi-private training that we can look to implement within this tier. So the final tier in this section is tier 4. You could go beyond this, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as forward, and it's nice and streamlined approach here, where you've got your tier 1, which is your entry level, and then you've got 3 main training services: your large group, your small group or semi-private, and then your elite coaching, which is generally your one-to-one training. At this tier, tier 4, price point is generally above 647 per month. The goals here are to increase your profits and, of course, again, to generate a recurring revenue. And examples here, as I stated, are bespoke training packages. Now, I'm calling it elite coaching because if we can position ourselves as the market leader in our area, and in doing so, deliver a holistic and a full bespoke package to our clients, then we can go way beyond any of our perceived competition. Because if we are pitching ourselves, we're offering one-to-one training, and our price point is X amount, but then our prospect is also looking at other trainers, and they can't see any real difference between the services you offer and your perceived competition, then there's only one decision that they can make, and that is based on price. So they'll go for the most affordable option. On the switch side of that, if we're able to create an overarching bespoke training packaging, and that might include food and supplement delivery, maybe there's massages in there, maybe you're adding in weekend retreats and things like that, this becomes an ultimate package and stands head and shoulders above any perceived competition. And it's an easy decision if they're looking for the types of services you have on offer for that prospect to make, that you're the only person delivering that package. I think back as an example on here. Actually, a great example was Joe Wicks back in the day when he had his when he first started Body Coach. People would see their friends or hear about their friends doing the I can't remember the name of the program now, but F180 or F90, whatever it was, so 3 months or 6 month program. If their friends say, oh, I'm doing the F90 or the P90X, for example, going back in the day with the programs that used to get via DVD, friends wanted to do that. Was it similar to another program? Absolutely. But because it was branded and positioned accordingly, that was the program they wanted to do. And as I say, I had my melt training sessions that I used to run over lunchtime in the studio. Melt was, what was it? Metabolically enhanced lifestyle training. What does that mean? Who knows? But it had a fancy title, and clients wanted to do that. It was just small group coaching. There were other PTs doing small group coaching, but theirs wasn't called the MELT training system. And that's what attracted the audience to that elite coaching package. So this is the way that we can really differentiate ourselves from that side of things. So as you can see, 4 tiers, starting from our tier 1, which are assessments, intro sessions, feeder programs. Tier 2 being our group training, seminars, workshops. Tier 3 being our semi-private or small group coaching. And then tier 4 are elite coaching packages, and looking to really bundle that up so it becomes a no-brainer that yours is the elite coaching package that individual must invest in if they want to get this, the success that they're looking at to hit those goals that they want to hit. And then just to finish off, some examples of what we can offer with the holistic approach, the food delivery portion of the package, and then having a retreat every so often that you bring your community in to get that bond, that peer support, just to keep them above and beyond what anybody else is looking to offer. So that's just a quick run through of the 4 tiers of a successful value ladder when it comes to the health and wellness industry. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below, or you can get me at Andrew Wallace HQ. Wallace, Wallis. Thanks again for your time for this quick masterclass today. Hope you found it of value. Questions, as I say, let me know. And if there's anything you want me to cover within the building and growing your fitness business, again, comment below and I can address that in upcoming masterclasses for you. But for now, thanks again, and I will catch up with you with another masterclass next week. Bye for now.